What's up, guys? This is Daniel from the Arms Family Homestead. Hey, just a quick video. Don't have a lot of time today. Just got off work at 3. Have to leave at 4 for one of Weston's basketball games. Brought Bella down the creek because that's what Bella likes to do. And I just want to do a quick video to answer a few questions because over the last few videos talking about the bridge, I've been getting a lot of questions about the bridge. So why not do a video, just a quick Q&A of the bridge stuff. So stick along. So in the last video, I was talking about, we went on a little trip and actually went and looked at our bridge. So the most common question after people laid eyes on the bridge, my subscribers, maybe I was a little bit unclear on what we were building. So we are not building a bridge that we can drive a car across. All we're building is a bridge that's going to be a footbridge / ATV bridge. Okay, first off, just the cost. The cost of building a bridge that it would take to carry the weight of a vehicle across this creek, where we're at right here, where the creek's gonna, our creek crossing, where the bridge is gonna be, would have to span, you guys need to tilt back just a little bit. You're awful unlevel. There we go. So we would have to span, our length of our bridge is gonna be 120 feet. And we're not wanting to put any piers out here in the creek, just because there's so much water comes through here. The piers would have to be like literally like river piers. Would be a huge expense. And we're not really looking to do away with our low water crossing. I love having this low water crossing. Coming home, driving across that every day just feels like home. I don't want to do away with the low water crossing. So we're building a ATV / pedestrian bridge that's going to span 120 feet. It'll arch all the way across. We're building it, the inside width is 6 feet. And I mentioned that in the last video, and a lot of people said, well, I don't think that's big enough to get a truck or a tractor or a truck with livestock across. And it's not, it's absolutely not. Spanning 120 feet without piers in the bottom of the creek, I can't even imagine the cost that it would take to build something like that, okay? So what we're looking at right now is a metal structure that's going to free span, and it's going to be real close in the area of about $30,000 by the time we're all said and done. A bridge to drive a car across, I mean, I'm thinking at a minimum we'd be spending $100,000, because first off we'd have to hire an architect to design it and an engineer to certify it once it was done, or else our insurance company wouldn't cover it. So I don't want people driving across this thing. Building it 6 feet wide is narrow enough that no one's gonna even think about trying to drive a car across it, because a car, most typical cars are gonna be about 8 feet wide. So your car won't fit across it. And I'll probably come in after we get done and put some chains on either side, just to kind of show people, hey, don't drive across this thing, don't even try. Because that's not what it's designed for. I don't want cars on this thing. It's not designed for that. So kind of a follow-up question to that is, why in the world are we building a pedestrian bridge? Why would we go through all the trouble of building a pedestrian bridge, which means our cars are trapped on the inside if it rains? So here's the answer to that. I've lived here on this property the majority of my life, except for a few years in college and the first few years after college when I joined the Highway Patrol. Other than that, I've lived here my whole life. Okay, this creek does get up. There's no doubt. If we get 3-4 inches of rain, the creek will get 3 or 4 feet deep, sometimes more than that. If a really good flood comes in, it'll be 6 or 8 feet deep. But typically, the majority of the time, the creek comes up and is back down in less than 8 hours. Unless we just have a really strange flood. This creek flows directly into Lake of the Arbuckles. Probably a mile downstream is the mouth of the lake. So unless the lake is full and backed up, this creek comes up and down pretty quick. So basically my entire life what we've done, you just kind of have to watch the weather forecast ahead of time. You know, hey, there's a good chance it's going to rain a lot. You know, a little rain shower isn't going to get this thing up. It takes 2, 3, 4 inches of rain to get this creek really up to where we can't cross it in the vehicle. So we just kind of pay attention. We know, hey, there's a chance of rain. We drive our vehicles across and park them on the other side. Take my state patrol car across and one of our personal vehicles. And then if the creek gets up, we just use the walk bridge to walk across for one day. So it doesn't justify the difference in that extra, you know, minimum $70,000 we would have to spend to build a bridge to drive a car across. And then, even if we could afford to build a bridge to drive a car across, we'd have to pay insurance. Our insurance company would have to insure that bridge in case some yahoo decided to come along and jump off of it or fall off of it or drive a car into it. And we don't want that, okay? So basically, this bridge, this is just a pedestrian bridge. There used to always be a bridge, just a cable swinging bridge across here my whole life. Up until 2015 when it washed out and we had 30 inches of rain in less than a month. And it's crazy. But anyways, that's not typical, that's not normal. Most of the time this creek comes up, back down within a day. So, there you go. The next question, kind of a common question in the comment section, was what's the weight rating of the bridge? Well, I don't know. Simple answer is I really don't know. I do know that they're building it strong enough to drive things like an ATV, side-by-side golf cart, things like that. It would be plenty strong to carry that much weight. So it's just not designed to carry things like a tractor or a car or livestock or things like that. So I'm sorry, I can't really give you a weight rating. Another question was, what are you going to use to deck the bridge? Because what I showed in the last video, it was just open. You can see my wife and my daughter kind of stepping from support to support. Let's see you girls walk across the bridge.
I am. Ew,
Hope you don't get out in the middle and fall through.
Move, Mom, it's black.
Well, we're going to deck the bridge with sea purlin. So probably 6 or 8 inch wide sea purlin. And I think they're planning on running it long ways across the bridge instead of short ways, you know, 6-foot piece. Do the full length because they have all those supports in there. So we're going to deck it out in sea purlin instead of lumber because over time the lumber would rot. Sea purlin, we'll paint it, put some non-skid coating on it. Should be good to go for a lot of years. Look at her go, isn't she a good dog? So anyways, I hope that kind of answers a few questions. I know everybody had a lot of questions about the bridge. Good girl, Bella. Look at her. She brought it back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. You're getting me all wet. So I hope that answers a few of you guys' questions about the bridge. It is just a pedestrian / ATV bridge. First off, because I couldn't afford a car bridge. Second, I don't want the liability and have to pay insurance on something I can drive a car across. And third is the ATV pedestrian bridge is really all we need. This is what I want to have. This is what I want to use. There are very few people in this world that are fortunate enough to have a creek like this and a low water crossing like this to drive across every day to get to their house. I'm not doing away with the low water crossing because this low water crossing right here is part of what makes this place home. When I come home and I cross that creek, that's like a sign for me. I know I'm home. So I can't do away with that. But soon, very soon, we'll have a walk bridge here, which is basically emergency access to our house in case of a flood. All right. Well, I hope that answers your questions, guys. I thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Hey, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd love for you to subscribe. Hit that little subscribe button down below and ring the bell. If you're not familiar with our little bridge project, I've got a playlist. I'll put this video on the playlist. I think it's just called The Bridge. I'll set that playlist right up there. Click on that, check out all those videos. Get caught up to speed, because real soon, we're gonna be setting a bridge across there. So, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I hope y'all have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.